Hello peeps, this is Tango and welcome back to Tango's World of Fics. Today I'll be reading the Verdant Analyst, Chapter 10, USJ, Blanking. Summary. Continuation of USJ, short again, sorry, I'm having a writer's block. They have a lot of those, by the way. Notes. 10 chapters, wow, 9 weeks in already. Crazy. Also, I've been having a writer's block, so sorry if it's shorter than the last 2 chapters. Okay, here's our chapter. Let's start. Shota feels pain in his head as the Nomu grabs hold of him. He braces for impact, but is confused when nothing happens. He hears people speaking, and then he's put it down. "Ooh, sorry about that," a familiar voice says. He looks over to see the Verdant Analyst. Why was Verdant here? How did he get in? Verdant, what the hell are you doing here? Why are you here and how did you get in? He says, exasperated. He sees Shigaraki starting to look frustrated out of the corner of his eyes. Who the hell are you? My name is Nobody, Verdant says in a sing-song voice as he walks to Eraser's side. Bullshit. You know what? Never mind. You'll be dead soon enough, Shigaraki says and then launches toward Verdant. Shota throws out his capture weapon and grabs the villain, tossing him to the side. Nomu, grab Tomura, Verdant says, and the villain's eyes widen. The Nomu obeys. What? How did Verdant know his name? Maybe he hacked into something. He did have a history of hacking in the past. The villain disintegrated the Nomu's arms and ran, but the Nomu grabbed him again and again. The cycle seemed to be going on forever, so he took the opportunity. How did you know his name? I hacked some shit, is the distracted response he gets from the vigilante, who seems deep in thought. He hummed in response and watched the cycle continue. He sees Ida with some other students as they finish battling. He may or may not have seen some vigilantes amid the battles he can see from where he was, but he wouldn't say anything. This was no time to celebrate. He erased the villain's quirk after he thought enough time had passed, and the Nomu held him frozen now that the task had been fulfilled. Good, now keep him there. Make sure he does not get away, Verdant says, and then turns as he hears talking. Katsuki? How did Verdant know his student? Oh, he probably hacked into UA files. Bakugo's eyes shoot up when he sees Verdant. Well, actually, when he hears Verdant, anyways, Bakugo runs towards them, Kirishima following close behind. Mr. Izawa, we ran into some vigilantes who went to help the others, Kirishima says, and stands in front of the two of them. A portal opens and he sees the Miss Villain step out. He rushes towards them and yells to his students to stay behind, and he falls through the villain, and when he turns to check on his problem children, they're gone. Izuku is now at some random building. He spots Kirishima and Katsuki a little ways away. Someone lunges at them, and they go into battle. The villain makes eye contact with him, and his feet are now frozen in place. It lasts while the villain looks him in the eye. Whenever he blinks, Izuku can move, though it's only enough to take one step before he's stuck again. The two students are still by the wall, out of view of the villain, but in perfect view of him. Kachan! He yells to his friend, and the villain's features scrunch up. He wasn't expecting that. Who? Me, motherfucker, is the villain's only warning before the wall explodes from beside him. The villain is taken down in one hit. You keep surprising me, man, Kirishima says, stepping away from the man who now lays on the ground, decapitated. Oh, no. Oops, I meant knocked out. That's what it says. That's so funny. Whatever, let's look for the others, he says, walking to the ramp of the ship and getting off. Sounds good, Verdant says, following. Hurry up, you guys are so damn slow. Bakugo turns around and the two run up to him. You're literally always yelling and angry, Bakubro, Kirishima says to Bakugo. I am not always yelling and angry, Bakugo yelled, yelling in his yell-tastic voice filled with yelling. Why do you extras keep saying that? He continued, angrily, anger in his voice as he responded angrily, anger seeping into his words as he walked away angrily, footsteps filled with anger as he left angrily. What? Exactly, Kirishima and Verdant say simultaneously. Did you say something to me, dumbass? The two of them shake their heads. They continue walking. Soon they find Mineta and Tsuyu. Hey, have you guys seen any of the others? Kirishima says, and the two turn around. Sue walks over to them, Mineta following. Hey, Kirishima, Bakugo, and whoever you are, Carol. No, we were looking for the others, but we kept running into villains, and we had some help from this strange orange vigilante girl who came. I think she said her name was Cub or something. She was battling, and the villains teleported her somewhere else on the map, Kira. Oh, right, you can just call me Verdant. I'm the vigilante and with the other twos. Anyways, did you see any of the others? Verdant asks, hoping that they were okay. Mineta starts. Yes, we saw the other two extras. We were with them before seeing you and Mr. Aizawa, and they left to help others. Bakugo interrupts, responding to Verdant. Oh, that's great. Thanks for telling me, Katsuki. Verdant sighs. Wait, do you two know each other? Why is he using your first name, Carol? Sue asks Bakugo. Bakugo glares at Verdant. Izuku can't help it. It's not like he's trying to do it. It's just a habit. Kachan has always been Kachan. It's hard to not call him that. Ugh, this motherfucker's a vigilante. I know him from TikTok and shit. He probably hacked into UA's system, so he knows me. Sue nods hesitantly, and they walk toward where Aizawa is watching Tomura. They're pretty close to him when they all stop, seeing that their teacher is pinning down Kurogiri by his neckpiece. He must have figured it out, Verdant thinks, as Aizawa looks up, stopping his quirk for a second. Kurogiri makes a portal under him, and he falls through it. Aizawa jumps away to not fall in, looking for where the villain disappeared to. Silence. Then a portal opens under the Nomu and Tomura, and they disappear again. They all stare. What the hell? Did they fucking retreat? Those motherfucking extras? Shit, what the fuck? Bakugo yells angrily. Sorry, I can't be that loud because, yeah. That's great, man. What are you talking about? Plus, the only villains that got away were those two. The other ones are still here, Kirishima says to Bakugo with a thumbs up and a smile. Verdant hears something in his ears. I'm back! The cameras are back on! Duckling, status update, Misty says over the comms. I'm good. Here with Sing Song and Cub is coming to us as well. She has a few students following her, but we can see her from here. Illustrator says. Yep, all great. We have most of the students here, and Irene has 3 others. We're just missing Bakugo, Shark Kid, Frog Girl, and Great Pervert. We have some minor injuries, but everyone's good enough to walk, Sing Song says over the comms. Yep, I'm now with the rest of the group. Verdant, are you with those others? Cup says. Verdant puts his hand to his comm. Yeah, I am. I'm with them. We're in the center area. Eraserhead's here. The main villain's just escaped in front of us, unfortunately. He answers, receiving a confused glance from Aizawa, who he probably didn't know that they had also come. He sees Aizawa's eyes widen. He puts a hand to his ear and then speaks. He speaks over the comm, and after a little bit, you can hear a loud voice saying, he zones out. The events of the day had finally caught up to him. Why did this always happen whenever he had something big happen? It's all a blur, a world of flashing lights. Tomar recognized you. He'll tell father. He knows. They know. They'll kill you. They'll kill Kachan because of me. I can't believe it's all my fault. I can't do anything correcting. I'm hoping... You damn nerd. Hello? Hello? Is anyone home? Katsuki says in Izuku's face. Izuku flinches. Kachan? What happened? Is everyone okay in the villains? And yes, all good. In the end, you just weren't there or some shit. I don't know. I know that Celeste, Irene, and Tango had to take you, and you were tied to a rope and being pulled by them since you were so out of it, he grumbles. I'll have to apologize, he says in a small voice. Damn it, what the hell happened back there? You've been out of it all day. I was worried, you damn nerd. I was worried, you damn nerd. He says, worried and angry. Sorry for worrying about you, Kachan. Wait, how did you get out of the hospital and away from the heroes? He says, looking up at Kachan. He speaks loudly and angrily. Stop trying to change the topic. Sorry. He squeaks and pauses. Then he starts speaking again, this time a bit more anxious. Well, I was just thinking about the villains and my brother, adopted brother. I was just thinking about the fact that he may have recognized me. Plus, my father most definitely will be hearing about what happened here, and then he'll look about how I can control this Nomu, and then he'll know I'm alive. And after that, he'll hurt you, and he'll hurt the ducklings and Shinzo, and turn me into a villain or a Nomu and kill me, or I don't know. I just can't believe I was so stupid. I can't believe I didn't take a second to fucking think. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with me? He explained, beating himself up about his mistakes. They were in his room, as Izuku now noticed. Just how long had he been out of it? It was dark out now, and he was not wearing his vigilante outfit, but instead he was wearing a pair of baggy pants and a random shirt. When had he changed? Was he on autopilot this whole time, or had Kachan helped him? He was tired, that was for sure. Too tired to deal with any more emotions. He just wanted to curl up next to Kachan, his Kachan, and sleep. He wanted to feel the comfort and warmth of his best friend's body next to his. He wanted to find a safe place where he could relax and completely forget about all the fears and terrors that followed him. A place where he didn't have to worry about anything or anyone. Katsuki is frustrated. Oi, fucker, listen up. You did all you fucking could to save people. You hear me? Yeah, I know, but I feel like you're in even more danger because of me. He sniffles. Katsuki's eyes widen and he rushes next to Izuku, who wraps his arms around his torso, pulling him closer to him. Will you stay with me, Kachan? He says, looking up at his best friend. Yeah, I will, nerd. He responds, wrapping his arms around him warmly, and Izuku starts crying and leaning into him. Just let them go, Aizawa says to the group of police who are about to rush after the vigilante group. But sir, one guy says. No, follow Eraserhead's commands. He is an underground pro and a trusted ally. I trust his judgment. The squad leader responds. Yes, sir, the rest say, and Aizawa walks away. Verdant had been really out of it ever since he had answered whoever was on the other side of the comm. Probably the ducklings, he had assumed at least. He sees Bakugo, who looks worried, standing near Kirishima. That is strange. The vigilante saved his class, sure, but they would have likely survived anyways. They had more than just mental scars. Those kids owe the vigilantes their lives now. They head to the hospital for a check with each student. Then, after everyone is cleared, they start interviews to see each point of view from each person in the incident. After his interview with Tsukauchi, Aizawa decides to go behind the mirror to watch the interviews. It was the same type of thing for each student. They scattered and fought villains. The vigilante group was there helping them as well. They all had minimal lies. A few people did lie, but those weren't very important. His attention was brought back when Bakugo took his turn. Hello, Bakugo. My name is Tsukauchi no Masa, and I will be asking you a few questions regarding the USJ incident earlier today. The detective shakes Bakugo's hand. Hello, sir, he responded in a rather calm voice for Bakugo standards, at least. They sit down and Tsukauchi takes out his computer with questions for him. On the other side of the mirror, Aizawa glances at the TV that is now showing the form as it gets filled out with each question. Tsukauchi also adds if their question is true or if it is a lie, and he writes it down. Last question. Have you had any past relations with the vigilantes? The detective asks the spiky-haired teen. The kid doesn't hesitate. No, other than meeting them here. Tsukauchi writes it down and guides the kid out. Aizawa waits in the office of the detective, and when he finally arrives... So, this could be a new lead? Seems like it, though he is young, so he may believe he knows them, but I'm not sure if we can believe him. I do know that these vigilantes will be caught soon, so for now you can just keep an eye on him. If we don't catch them, We can plant a recorder on him, but since he may be our only lead, the detective says, tired. Sounds good.